We recently visited Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort in Orlando, Florida. If you've never been to Fort Wilderness, I highly recommend going at least once in your life. It's so much fun, there's a lot to do. You can check out my other videos on it, but we actually stayed an extended weekend, Friday through Sunday, for less than $500, which is unheard of for Disney resorts. That's with a campsite. We did set up a tent. It also includes the food that we ate and the activities we enjoyed. And we didn't do any of the theme parks, but we got a golf cart and we had a lot of fun. So that's what counts. There's checkers in the front office, so while you're checking in, your kids can play checkers, which is kind of cool. And more in the check-in process a little bit later, but as you can see, we're in campsite 2029, which this is tents only, so you get a tent site. We also rented a golf cart, so it's good that they have electricity on the sites too. We'll definitely need a place to plug in the golf cart and charge it. There's a couple regular outlets, and then they have a couple 220 outlets as well. There's also faucets right there for the water, and there's plenty of space for multiple tents. Now I put a tarp down under our tent so that the water doesn't come up from the bottom. I also added lights to the tent so you can see a little better, because it gets really dark out there, which is good when you're sleeping. And just a tip about the golf carts, you definitely want to reserve one before you get to the campgrounds, just to make sure that they have one ready for you. You can do that by calling the golf cart reservation directly, or you can call the Walt Disney World hotline. And I'll put the numbers in the comments below. The sites also come standard with a grill and a picnic table. During Christmas time and Halloween, you'll see all sorts of holiday decorations throughout the campsite. And you can check out my other videos to get an idea of what it's like. Now this is at the horse barn where you can ride horses. It's different from Tri-Circle D Ranch where you can ride ponies. So this is at the very front of the campgrounds, while Tri-Circle D Ranch is at the very back. This video is actually more of my kids enjoying the trip. But I do have a bunch of other videos of Fort Wilderness and some Disney adventures on my channel. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and go check out those videos. So going back to the check-in process, you can check in on your phone on the app and you won't even have to go to the front desk. Or you can do the traditional way and go to the front desk, check in, play some checkers, get a bottle of water, and go to your campsite. Now this was during the summer of 2025, so you can see they're actually putting in a new pool over at the Meadows Trading Post area. You're still going to have the old pool, which has been there for decades, with the water slide and everything, but you get a new pool as well, which is well overdue. And I've heard that they're actually renovating a lot of the campgrounds, even the loops. So keep an eye out for all the changes there. And of course, they've just replaced all the old cabins with brand new cabins. If you haven't seen the new cabins yet, check out the tour that I do on one of my videos. So we ate lunch one day at Trail's End Restaurant. This place is great. They have huge portions, and the food's really good too. They have a good variety as well. That pizza you saw was actually one slice that I had to cut in half for my son. My daughter wanted to showcase how to open these milk cartons. You can follow her on her YouTube channel, which I'll post in the comments below as well. Yep, that's her. One of the lesser known areas in Fort Wilderness is the arcade room, which makes sense because why would you go to a campground to play arcade games? But here it is. It's also in the Trail's End restaurant area. It's right behind, it's actually attached to the restaurant. So we actually got very lucky with some Disney magic and good timing. We actually got to play all the video games for free, which was pretty cool. This is a tent set up at night. As you can see, it is really dark there, like I mentioned before, so the tent lights really help. It also looks cool when you're inside the tent looking up at them. This was the end of day one at Fort Wilderness. We're gonna wake up tomorrow and do some hotel hopping. What better way to start your Disney day than to hop on a boat and go across the lagoon over towards hotels and Magic Kingdom. This lake is called Seven Seas Lagoon, and it's actually a man-made lake. Way back in the day, they used to have River Country, which was a water park that was connected basically with Fort Wilderness. It was a ton of fun. I went there as a kid. I vaguely remember it, but I remember it. Have you ever been on a boat that goes over a bridge instead of under a bridge? These boats do just that. If you've done it before, comment below and let me know where. There are multiple boats that go on the Seven Seas Lagoon. They can take you anywhere from the Magic Kingdom, Fort Wilderness, Grand Floridian Hotel, even the Contemporary Hotel, which is where we are now. This hotel has been around longer than I've been alive. They've recently added on a new addition, but the original hotel is still there. This is a classic Disney photo spot. We're in the convention area of the Contemporary Hotel, and my kids love running around in these areas. The monorail actually goes through the hotel too, so if you hop on the monorail, you'll be able to go straight through the hotel, or if you're in the monorail, you can eat while watching the monorails go by. It's kind of a cool experience.
Okay.
We have made it to the pool area of the Contemporary Hotel. So as you can see, there's a water slide, a big pool. They have hot tubs in there, and then they have this giant splash pad as well. They do have towels by the pool too, so you don't have to bring your own. And then there's my son doing this. That's fake, guys, don't worry. It's just a water fountain. Later on in the day, we took a trip over to the Disney's Grand Floridian Hotel, which has another awesome splash pad. This one's in the theme of Alice in Wonderland. Oh, and we ate at the, I believe it's called the Sandbar at the Contemporary Hotel. They have things like hot dogs, turkey sandwich, stuff like that. But this pool also has towels around the pool, so you don't have to bring your own. It's a lot of fun during the summertime. And kind of like the Contemporary Hotel, the monorail goes just outside of this hotel. So it doesn't go through it, but it goes outside of it. So if you're sitting at the pool, you can watch the monorails going by. And that was our adventure at Disney's Fort Wilderness campgrounds, as well as the Contemporary Hotel and the Grand Floridian Hotel. We had a lot of fun. We didn't spend a lot of money. It was a good time. Lots of laughs, lots of memories made without breaking the bank. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Until next time, my friends,